Namaskara ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. Dear students, today let us learn on a very important topic, that is structure of state legislature, legislative assembly and legislative council, and also functions of state legislature. On this topic, many questions are asked, like briefly explain the structure of state government, what is state legislature, discuss the composition and functions of state legislative assembly and legislative council. Okay, first let me start with the introduction about structure of state legislature. What is the state legislature? So we have already studied the government, the three important organs of the government in the union legislature. So in this government, whatever it is a central government or a state government, it has three important organs: legislature, executive, judiciary. So as we know that legislature makes the laws, executive organ executes the laws, and judiciary interprets the laws. Similarly, in the state government, the state legislature is having this structure, that is, it contains governor, legislative assembly, legislative council. Governor functions similarly as the president in the union legislature, what we have studied already, and legislative assembly in the state, it works similar to the Lok Sabha in the central government, what we have studied. So in Karnataka, it is called as Vidhana Sabha in our state, and legislative council is known as Vidhana Parishad, and this Vidhana Parishad works similarly or functions similar to the Rajya Sabha in the central government, what we have studied. So on the state legislature, so let us study it in detail, and on this topic our student Ratika 4th semester ENC is going to give the seminar presentation. Before that, let us have a short video which tells briefly about the state legislature in a beautiful way.
The central government takes care of countrywide issues. However, local or regional issues have to be taken care of by the state level government. For example, the central government cannot take care of thousands of police stations across the country in an effective manner. Thus, the state government has been set up to deal with local issues. The states have their own governments. Though their extent of power is limited, they have autonomy in their matters. The state governments take care of local issues like agriculture, prisons, police stations, and healthcare. Some of the states are formed on the basis of languages. The language of Karnataka is Kannada. Our constitution has laid down a uniform system of administration in all states. The state governments have similar government structure as the Union Government of India. The three organs of the state government are the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. The state legislature is composed of the governor and the legislature. The legislature makes the laws for the state. Just like the Parliament House in New Delhi, Karnataka has an upper house and a lower house. The upper house consists of nominated and indirectly elected members. The lower house consists of members who have been elected in the state assembly elections, where all citizens above the age of 18 living in the state can vote. The Legislative Assembly, or the lower house, is the house of the elected representatives of the people. There are 224 seats in the Karnataka Legislative Assembly. The members of the Legislative Assembly, or MLAs, elect one amongst themselves as the Speaker of the House. The MLAs are elected for a term of 5 years. However, the Assembly is not a permanent body. all members are dismissed after their tenure is over, and fresh elections are held to elect new members. The qualifications of a candidate who wants to be a member of the Legislative Assembly has been decided by the Constitution of India. What are they? I will list them for you. 1. He or she should be a citizen of India. 2. He or she should not be less than 25 years of age. 3. He or she should not hold any office of profit under the government. In other words, the person should not be a government employee. And lastly, he or she should not be a person who is unable to repay his or her debts. In other words, this candidate should not be an insolvent. The powers and functions of the Legislative Assembly are quite similar to those of the Parliament at the national level. In all financial matters, the decision of the Assembly is final. In other words, the Chief Minister, his ministers, or other officials can't spend government money without the permission of the Legislative Assembly. The Council of Ministers is responsible to the Assembly. When the majority of the members of the Assembly find the government's policies are unsatisfactory, they may pass a no-confidence motion. A no-confidence motion is basically a scenario where more than half of the members of the Assembly vote against the continuation of the Chief Minister and his ministers. If this proposal to dislodge the government is passed, the Council of Ministers have to resign. In addition to these powers, the members of the Legislative Assembly have the right to vote during the election of the President. The membership of the Legislative Council is not more than 1/3 of the membership of the Legislative Assembly. Since the Legislative Assembly of Karnataka has 224 members, the number of members in the Karnataka Legislative Council is 75. A few members are nominated by the governor. Others are elected by the members of the Legislative Assembly, local bodies, registered graduates, and teachers. The MLCs are elected for a term of 6 years. They should not be less than 30 years of age.
Hi everyone. I have been given the topics for the seminar is structure of the state legislature, legislative assembly and legislative council. So before heading to what is structure of state legislature, let us know what does state legislature actually means. So legislature means lawmaking. There are three main functions behind the lawmaking. Those are researching, writing and passing the legislation. It is a combination of Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad, and it is highest lawmaking organ of the state. Some laws normally only the state legislative can make are, for example, agriculture issue, public health and trade and commerce. So let us head to the structure of state legislature. According to the Constitution of India, the state legislature consists of a governor of the state and 1 or 2 houses of the state legislature. Most of the states in India consist of only one house called the Legislative Assembly, and in few states like Karnataka, UP, Maharashtra, etc. consist of 2 houses called the Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council. So, a state legislature has a governor who controls over the state. So, Vajubhai Valla is the 18th governor of the Karnataka, who was appointed on the September 2014, and it has 2 houses that are Legislative Assembly, Vidhan Sabha, the lower house, and the Legislative Council, Vidhan Parishad, the upper house. The state which are having only one house is called as unicameral legislature, and the state having both the houses is called as bicameral legislature. So the states like UP, Karnataka, Maharashtra, etc. consist of both the houses, that is bicameral legislature system. So next we'll go to the functions of the state legislature. First one, it can make the laws on all the matters of the state. It means that it can make the law or frame the law on all the subjects or the situations considered on the issues of the state. For example, like agriculture issue, education issue, trade and commerce issue, anything can be considered and the law can be framed. Second point is it controls the financial matters, that is all the revenues and expenditures. It passes money bills, etc. So it have the power to control over the financial matter, that is all the good sales and gross sales and amount of the money spent, that is expenditure, and it also passes the money bills. Third point, it can ratify the amendment bill passed by the union government concerned to the state. So it can sign the changed or rephrased bills. Bills is nothing but called as drafts also. So it can sign the changed or rephrased bills which are considered by the General Assembly for enhancement of passed by the union government which are regarded to our states. So it is having the power to sign the rephrased bills which are considered by our General Assembly for enactment passed by the union government which are considered or regarded to our states. For example, some bills are Jammu and Kashmir Appropriation Bill, Puducherry Appropriation Bill. These are some of the bills passed recently. So next is to control the work of all the ministry of the state. So it controls the work of all the government department that have they have particular area responsibilities of the state. Next is to remove the council of the minister by passing no confidence motion. So it can remove the member of the cabinet by giving a statement that they have no belief or confidence over that member, and it can be called as a Vishwasa Prastava. It is nothing but no confidence motion. By giving these kind of statements, they can remove any kind of the member of cabinet. So next is it can elect the speaker and the deputy speaker by themselves, and it can take part in the president's election too. Bills other than money bills may ordinate in legislative assembly or legislative council. So not only the money bills, other bills also may be regulated in the legislative council or the legislative assembly. Next is the legislative council may pass or may not pass the bill passed by the legislative assembly. So as we know that legislative council is the upper house and legislative assembly is the lower house. So legislative council has some little extra power, like they may pass or may not pass the bills further which have been passed by the legislative assembly to them. So next we'll study about what is legislative assembly, that is Vidhana Sabha. Vidhan Sabha, this legislative assembly was found in 1881 in the princely state of Mysore, and legislative assembly has four main roles, that are to represent the people, to form the executive government, and to legislate, that is to make the law, and to approve the government's request for the money. So it is a popular house consisting of members who are directly elected by the people from different constituencies of the states. So this is a popular house which is consisting of the members which are directly elected by the people throughout the Karnataka or throughout the India. So the assembly is elected in our India is the assembly is elected using simple method, that is the first past the post, that is electoral system where voters can cast their votes for a candidate of their own choice. So next is composition. It consists of not more than 500 and not less than 60 members. The strength is fixed on the basis of the population in the state. Governor can nominate one member from Anglo-Indian community in the states like West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, etc. And some seats are reserved for SC and ST. So here the members should not exceed 500 and not should be less than 60 members. in the Legislative Assembly, and this strength is fixed on the basis of the population of the state. So the governor is held power that he can nominate only one member from the Anglo-Indian community. Is nothing but Anglo-Indian community is nothing but the mixture of the Indian and British members, and these can nominate, governor can nominate any one member from these states like West Bengal, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Telangana, etc. And some of the states are reserved for and fixed for the SC and ST cards. So I would like to give some information regarding Karnataka composition is that we have totally 224 seats, of which 112 are for government, that is BJP, the ruling party, that is of 120, and the independent is nothing but the member who is not having any political party, he has been given one seat, and the opposition is Congress, that is 68 seats. In that independent seat is 1, others is JDS, which are having 32 seats, and vacant is 1. So totally we are having 223 seats right now. And election, citizen of the India, the age should not be less than 25 years old, must have qualifications as prescribed by the parliament at that time. So before coming to the election, he should know that he should be the citizen of the India, and he should not be less than 25 years old, and he must have all the qualifications as directed by the parliament at that time. Term, these are directly elected by the people for 5 years from date first meeting fixed unless it dissolved earlier. These members elect the speaker and the deputy speaker. The speaker presides over the meeting of the Legislative Assembly, and in the absence of the speaker, deputy speaker presides over the Legislative Assembly. Here people are, as you know, people are elected directly, and the term is of 5 years, and these members elect the speaker and deputy speaker. They themselves elect the deputy speaker and speaker in themselves, and the speaker presides is nothing but take the authority over the meeting of the Legislative Assembly, and in the absence of the speaker, the deputy speaker presides or takes the authority over the Legislative Assembly. So here the last election was held on 12th May 2018 in Karnataka, and next election is going to be held on May 2023. So the present speaker of the Legislative Assembly is Vishweshwara Hegde Kageri. The deputy is Ananda Chandrasekhar. The leader of the house is B.S. Yedurappa. Deputy leader of the house is C.N. Ashwath Narayan, Govind Karjol, and Lakshman Savdi. Leader of the opposite party is Sidramaya. Deputy is Ajay Singh. And the chief secretary of the house is M.K. Vishwalakshi. As we all know that from Belgavi North, we have Anil Benke as the member of MLA. And coming to the next, that is powers and functions. Legislative powers, that is law powers, it can frame any kind of laws on all the matters of the state. And financial is that it can control over the financial matters such as goods sales, amount of money spent, and money they can pass the money bills also. The constitution power is it can sign the changed or rephrased bills passed by the union government regarding to a state, and it control over executives, that is Legislative Assembly supervises the work of the ministry, that is it can control over the all government department that has particular area responsibilities, and it can remove any member of the cabinet by passing no confidence motion. It can elect the speaker and deputy speaker also, and it can take part in president's election. So next is Legislative Council, that is Vidhana Parishad. So before heading towards this, let's study what is Legislative Council. Legislative Council, the Vidhan Parishad, it is the upper house of the state legislature, and it is a permanent body which can be formed or abolished, is nothing but cancelled when the Legislative Assembly passes a special decision on this. So it comes under the Article 169 of the Constitution of the India, and it was founded on 1907. It is the upper house of the state legislature and it is not present in all states. Only we can find it in Karnataka, UP, Bihar, Maharashtra and Jammu Kashmir. So as of now, only 6 out of 28 states have this legislative council. So some of the states are Karnataka, UP, Bihar, Maharashtra, Jammu Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, etc. So this type of system is known as bicameral legislature. Composition. The strength of the Vidhana Parishad should not be less than 40 members and should not exceed the two-thirds of the total members in the Legislative Assembly of the state. So here they have told that the Vidhana Parishad the strength of this Vidhan Parishad should not be less than 40 members and should not exceed the two-thirds of the total members in the Legislative Assembly. So two-thirds of the legislative members is nothing but 333. It should not exceed 333 members. It consists of both elected and nominated members of 5 different categories. That is, one of 3 members are elected by a member of Legislative Assembly from amongst who are not the member of Legislative Assembly. So 1/3 it is nothing but 111 peoples are elected by a member of Legislative Assembly, and 1/3 members are elected by members of local self-governing bodies like municipalities, panchayats. That is again the 111 members which are elected by self-governing bodies, and 1/12 member are elected by teachers of secondary school and colleges. That is 27 members, and 27 members are elected by registered graduates, and 1/6 is nothing but 55 members are nominated by the governor of the state from the person who is involved in science, arts, cooperative movements and social service. These kind of people also can nominate the members for the legislative council. Election. A person to be a member of legislative council should be a citizen of India, not less than 30 years of age, and not to be an undercharged insolvent, should not have qualification as prescribed by parliament at that time. So he should be the citizen of the India and not less than 30 years old. He should not be unable to repay or pay back his own money bill till he remains in the position. This is known as under charge insolvent, and should have all the qualifications directed by the parliament at that time. So in our Karnataka, right now we are having total of 75 seats, of which 64 are elected by the elected and 11 are nominated. So government, that is 33 seats, in that BJP is of 32, independent is 1, opposition is 29, that is Congress, and others is JDS, that is having 13. So on that note, 25 are elected by the MLA, 7 are elected by the secondary teachers, 7 are elected by the graduates, 25 are elected by the local authorities, and 11 are nominated by the governor. Term. The member of Legislative Assembly Council are elected for 6 years. And presiding officer. The presiding officer is the chairman of the Legislative Council, elected by the member of the Legislative Council. So presiding officer is nothing but the authority officer is the chairman of the Legislative Council. This chairman is elected by themselves in the Legislative Council. He takes the authority over the meeting of the Legislative Assembly, and there is also a deputy chairman who take the authority over the meeting of the Legislative Council in the absence of the chairman. Powers and functions. Before that, the chairman of the Legislative Assembly is Basavaraj Horatti, and the deputy chairman is M.K. Pranesh. Leader of the House is Kota Srinivas Pujari, and leader of the opposition party is S.R. Patil. Secretary is K.R. Mahalakshmi. So powers and functions. Bills other than money bills may be ordained in the Legislative Council or Legislative Assembly. As I told, not only the money bills, but all other bills also can be regulated in the Legislative Council or Legislative Assembly. Next, he can withhold an ordinary bill passed by the Legislative Assembly for a maximum period of 4 months. So he can refuse to give the ordinary bill also passed by the Legislative Assembly for maximum period of 4 months. Next, he can withhold a money bill for 14 days after this bill is deemed to be passed by the Legislative Council and sent for assent of the governor. So he can refuse to give the money bill for 14 days, and once this bill is considered to be passed by the Legislative Council and further it is sent for an agreement of the governor. So that's it. We studied about, let's conclude this. We studied about the structure of state legislature, functions, legislative assembly, that is Vidhana Sabha, its powers, election terms, and next legislative council, that is Vidhana Parishad, its composition, election, term, presiding officer, and functions. Thank you one and all.